Hey guys, it's Tepco Cycle Repair. Today I'm going to be addressing some common issues or known problems with these Mikuni carburetors. It has to do with the jet block, gasket from the factory leaking, and also the float needle seat. Where the seat is an O-ring around it and it leaks fuel past, and it'll cause a lot of overflowing issues and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing ready. So far the only thing I've done is take the bowl screws off so we can get the bowl off. Alright, so we're going to move the bowl out of the way, and what we're going to do here is take the slide out because we need to take the this little alright, you see that kind of U-shaped part that's in the bottom right there. That's going to come out, and that's what we need to take out, and the seal is beneath that. So let me take that apart here and I will show you. Stand by. Alright, so these top two screws for the slide, this is a 7mm. Alright, we're going to pull these off. Make sure you put your thumb on it to hold it so that the spring doesn't pop the whole top of it off, because this is where your slide is. Alright, so there's our spring slide with the needle attached to it. And this carburetor is out of a 2018 KTM 300 XC. Alright, so we're going to go to the bottom side here. Alright, the little splash guard right there, we're going to take that out. Now we have in here, we have the float we got to get out of the way because we got to get the two torque screws that are beneath that. So let's go ahead and take that out. Phillips head screwdriver. Take the float out with the needle. Alright, so there's our float needle out of the way. Alright, what we're looking at here are those two torque bits right there. I mean, torque screws right there. There's one there and one there. And this is all solid here, so what we're doing is we're taking it out and it's going to release it here from the top, the inside section right there. So hold your finger on that and then go ahead and take these off. This is a T10. Now the JD jet kit that I'll be using right here, it comes with a bit right here. I'm probably going to use this one because it's brand new. My other one is a little worn out, and it comes with the gaskets that are needed, the gaskets that we're going to change, and I'll show you those here in a second. So let me get this all set up. Alright, T10 in there that comes with the kit. Make sure you push into it good when you turn it so you don't strip anything. There's one, the other. So I'm going to hold my finger in here just to hold that piece in. And I'm curious to see this what the gasket looks like, because these are known to go bad, and some people say they come from the factory even like that. So this has 20 hours on it, and it was removed for electron carburetor. So I'm curious to see, and I'm going to try this carburetor in the CR250. That's why I'm pulling it out, just doing some preventative maintenance right here. All right, so there's that. So now let's get the piece on the inside out there. I think what I'm going to do here is just screw this in a hair just to help push it out. And there you can see it's coming loose now. Come on. Alright, so here it comes out of there. Alright, and there's the gasket from the factory, and look at that, guys. That is with 20 hours on it, and look how bad a shape that gasket is right there. And what you don't want to happen is you don't want any fuel or anything to get passed from these holes here to this main one. And this is the factory gasket. It's in bad shape. We're going to take that off and replace it. Now the difference here when you take this one out is that this one is very soft and rubbery, okay? And the JD jetting one is it's a different made out of a different type of gasket. Alright, so this one is the JD jetting kit, and this one, it's kind of metal. It's metal with like a coating on it, so it won't deform, which is the problem with these. Now, I'm sure he was having problems with this, probably running rich, because this gasket was all deformed there. So let's get this one out of here. And you can see how crappy that gasket is right there. Alright, so here's the two gaskets side by side to give you a comparison of how deformed that one is. Again, this is out of a 2018 with 20 hours on it, and it looks that bad. So what we're going to do with this one here, to make sure that it sticks in there, we're just going to put a little bit of oil on it to hold it in place, because if you just put it on there, it will want to fall off. All right, so what we're going to do is just put a little bit of, I have some assembly lube, you can use that. All right, and we're good to go there. It's not going to fall out. All right, so we're going to drop that back in there. It's curved, so it can only go in one way. If you look at it from the top, you can see which way it has to go in. So let's just get it in there. All right, so it's down in there into place again. I'm going to get the screws ready. Hold it in and we screw it in. And make them tight. All right, so that's on. So let's move on to the next thing. This is going to be the float needle O-ring right down in there. So we're going to go ahead and pull that up. It's a Phillips head screwdriver. Now you got to pull this seat out right here, and you want to be gentle with it. This one's loose already. I mean, this is, I don't know if you can see it, but that's how much that thing is loose. Okay, there's O-rings in here that are holding this thing tight so it doesn't leak. And it shouldn't be coming out this easy, but again, these are the common problems they have. So there's the O-ring that we're going to be replacing. Okay. So when we put rubber O-rings in, you want to use something like, I'm going to be using a Seal Glide from Napa to put the new O-ring on there. So let's get the right O-ring. This O-ring it's really not that rubbery. It's pretty hard compared to the one that's going to be going in there, which is nice and rubbery. So I'm going to have to get a pick to get this one out, so stand by. Alright, so I got some Seal Glide here on my finger. Just going to put that on the O-ring and slip it into place. Alright, just like that. Alright, so with that one on, I'm going to put some more Seal Glide on here just to make sure everything slides in good. It comes with two O-rings. The other O-ring is just a spare. So just ignore that one. Just keep that in case you need it for, in case one goes bad again. But so we're going to take this here and just slide it back into place. Okay, so we're down into place there. You saw that pop in. Put the screw back in it. Don't strip these things, guys. I can't stress more to make sure that you have good good bits, so you're not stripping anything when you're taking it apart. Good Torx bits, good Phillips head bits. You know, make sure all that stuff's good. Okay, so this is all good to go here. Those are the two main problems. And the kit from JD Jetting, here it is here. This is for the Mikuni TMX jet block kit. That should solve any problems so you don't have any fuel leaking over. Those two little tiny holes were for the pilot jet, so you don't want any extra fuel when it's going where it's not supposed to be going. And this one here is going to stop. If this seal is worn around here and fuel comes in, the float will shut it off in the middle here, but it'll still leak around the outside part and overfill your bowl, and you'll get a lot of fuel spilling over. So what happens when that goes bad is people start to adjust their float height to try to compensate for their bike overflowing and dumping a bunch of gas out, but that's the real problem there. So That's it for now, right, guys? I'm just going to put this back together again and throw it in the bike and see how it does. I got to play with some jetting and get it right. Hopefully this helps you out. If you have any kind of problems with your bike running really rich in these TMX carburetors, you should be able to get them jetted good. JD Jetting also has a jet kit for it if you want to mess around with that. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this in. Make sure when you have it apart, take note of all your jets. So when you throw it in, you know what you're messing with. Your needle size. Make sure you get your needle size, your pilot jet, your main jet. Make sure you get all those numbers, and you can take it from there. So guys, if you like this, please hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell for further notifications. Until next time, guys, this is TEPCO Cycle Repair.